for today's cup of coffee with Whimper. It was a low energy day. I think we're recording this on the evening of July 27th, 2025. And we had storms quite a lot this evening.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Enough to where we had to smoke in the living room, and so now the house will smell like ass. We usually smoke outside. Even in winter, I try to smoke outside, but I'm not going to as far as the lightning and stuff. No.
It's just stuffy. Very stuffy now.
We did have the windows, which have screens on them, open there for a while and the ceiling fan on. But the cicadas are so loud tonight.
Yeah, they're very, very loud.
They're just insufferable.
I don't know what has pissed them off, but they are so loud that they are screaming through the windows.
There's people that they enjoy the sound of the cicadas. I don't, because there is a frequency to them that is just annoying to me.
Well, you can't. It's not easy to sleep to them, but like it is doable.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is very peaceful though, because it's like, okay, they're going. The crickets are going. There's no predators nearby. I'm safe.
Okay.
We're all right.
Well, yeah.
Even though we're in the house, we're all right.
Like I said, there's some people that they enjoy them, and it's like, you can have our share. I'm not, but it's been weird. And part of the weird today was somebody that, and I'm not going to name names, that I watch on a regular basis, has got into this AI avatar thing.
Yeah, they think AI and the AI is the future.
Yeah, but the thing is, a couple of years ago, this individual was warning people about AI.
He
so
was.
I don't understand.
I think in past he said like people better get ahead on as far as the technology stuff.
Yeah, well, he was talking
whatever.
about this one thing that was called the Beast that gathered everybody's data. For real.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So anyhow, so when the AI avatar, and it's like the people that you're looking at on our screen currently, they're not real. Those are AI generated.
Yeah.
And those came from a page that's called Rock Paper Reality, and it was by Metaverse. Mm-hmm. So that's Zuckerberg, isn't it?
Yeah, Metaverse is Zuckerberg, but that I think it was also under the company, if I'm thinking of the right one, NVIDIA.
No,
that's different one?
Yes, this is NVIDIA.
Now
that's crazy, because you can't
that's
really
the one
tell that is not a person.
Yeah, it's so close. Like, you really have to be alert to see that, like, oh shit, that ain't real.
Yeah.
That's not a human.
Because on these other ones right here, there are things, and certain ones, like the one in the top left corner especially, you can tell that that's AI. And the one in the lower middle, you can tell that it's AI. There's just things that's not.
Yeah.
And the individual we had watched, his was just not. It was very liminal. But these other ones by NVIDIA, that's scary.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck dude has, but his is not on that level.
Oh, no, the NVIDIA is one of the top, as far as I know, it was a couple of months ago, the top company on doing some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's what a lot of gaming companies use is NVIDIA.
And it's like, if they can do this, I don't know. If you're going to do an AI avatar for me, there's so many options. Why do a human one?
Oh, the thing is, I don't even know if that is necessarily AI, because I think that's a full-on 3D model.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it? But the thing is, if you have the cartoony, like the VTubers, those can be very endearing.
Yeah, they can be.
And it's not creepy. But
Right.
now imagine,
there's not that
it would
uncanny
be
valley.
if you had this NVIDIA level of some of those cartoony avatars. You got some of the, was it Donnie Darko type shit with the rabbit?
What was I
The
don't,
movie.
Yeah, but I don't remember what happened.
Oh God! I mean,
was the rabbit? What was he?
That was one of the things that he was seeing.
Okay.
And it's just weird. Weird. Not happy weird.
There is this one. I think there's a couple, but they are the few like VTubers that do try to do that like realism thing, semi-realism.
Yeah.
But yeah.
With the cartoony.
Yeah, full. Well, no, not with the cartoony. Like with the real looking things.
Yeah.
It's freaky watching them, and they got like full on like motion tracking, like that leapfrog tracking, whatever the fuck, full body. Yeah, it's freaky. I should show you that sometime.
And there's all kinds of the AI stuff on YouTube now, and I'm sure other places.
Oh,
but YouTube has just been inundated by it.
Yeah,
and
AI content.
Don't encourage this. I mean, the novelty of it, and I get it, because that's one of the reasons as far as that we don't show ourselves, because you like to have a level of privacy. And in a world that's all too eager to dox people, why would you? Why would you put yourself at risk like that?
Exactly. That's why people have the avatars.
I get it.
And the thing is, YouTube kind of has been fighting against the VTubers for a long time.
Well, they're certainly not now, because there's so much AI slop out there that it's crazy. Now, some of it is novel, like them, cutting the glass fruit or something like that. I mean, it's, or the different elements, or if they were cutting the planets. I mean, that's just sort of cool.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
Right. But the other stuff, now that's like the ads. Like those are not, that's.
Oh, they've been
How do I
doing
put
the
this?
ads.
Brain is running faster than my mouth can speak.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
It's really like that when it's a scam ad.
And Rumble, Lord love you, honey, you're full of those.
Rumble is full of those, but not many other advertisers will advertise there.
Well, that's because they got a raw deal on some of this stuff, because they didn't kowtow to the limitation of speech like some of the other places did.
Right.
And BitChute, they don't, they do their own thing over there. I love BitChute. I really do. Now, you want Wild West, old style internet and interaction, go over there to BitChute. It's not for the faint of heart.
It really is not. Oh my God, it is not.
I mean, I'm glad that BitChute exists. I really am.
Yeah.
But as far as Rumble, and it's a matter of revenue, I get that, because they don't have the Google bucks behind them the way that YouTube does.
Right. They don't got the big money. They don't got the big money for the servers or the web page designers, all that shit.
And it used to be that monopolies were illegal. And that apparently is something else that's a thing of the past.
Yeah, they've been trying to get that like abolished ever since that was established.
Well, they ain't doing too good at it, and I don't know how hard they're fighting against it. I really don't.
As far as abolishing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not doing too well anymore.
Well, they certainly have not replaced the Smith-Mundt Act was what made using propaganda against the American people illegal.
Yeah.
Obama repealed that. Nobody's put it back yet. I've not heard anybody other than me squalling, hey, why don't you put this back in place?
Because
Yeah.
because they're using it.
Yeah, they are. But for what purpose? And with this level of reality, as far as the deep fakes, we don't know that we've not been subjected to that already.
Yeah, nah. I bet you we have. I bet you we
Yeah.
have. How much shit? How much shit
We
have we
don't know.
consumed that is fake? That is one reason why the dead internet theory is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get a little bit more real. Or at least
Well,
it appears to be.
And that's the reason that you've got these tiny channels like ours that, my God, everybody knows we're real. You know,
Yeah.
if nothing else, it's like, we're real. It's not AI slop. It's not scripted. It's not some kind of big production thing. It's just podling pirates pondering.
Well, that's sort of why people like TikTok a lot, because it's just people posting their thoughts or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck right then and there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Be that good or bad, because it's like some of those people, I'm like, oh God, please count to 2 before you hit that record button.
Well, that's why you got to curate your For You page.
Yeah.
You got to curate that big time.
Because there's a whole lot of people out there trauma dumping, and it's like, do they not understand that's going to be used against them?
I don't think some of them care.
I think that some of them don't care because the, consequences have not hit them yet.
That's true. That's true.
And these are some of the people that were going back in other people's history 10, 15 years or something like that, looking for that speck in their brother's eye instead of taking the plank out of their own.
Yeah, we've already seen people been doing that.
Yep.
Still do that.
Don't put something out there that you would not want on the front page of a newspaper.
Right. Exactly.
But
Dude.
these, like I said, the AI
This
avatar
cat.
thing, and it's like, there has to be a place for real people. I want there to be a place for real people. You
Yeah,
know.
there has to be. What people are wanting is genuine human interaction. And they've
Yes.
been wanting that for a minute, and so that's why you see a lot of people wanting dumb phones and just stripping down their technology,
Yeah.
or at least their types of technology consumption. Like, for example, people are buying iPods again, old iPods.
Good.
People are buying their music
Yeah.
and downloading it to said iPods because they will always be there.
Yes. Well, then they need to burn it onto a CD or something.
Yeah,
Physical media.
but as long as that iPod's hard drive stays good, it will always be on there.
Yeah.
Nobody can take that off of there.
It's weird. All of it is just, it's fiat. It's made up.
Yeah, fully. We are on a house of cards. Total house of cards, built on lies and fabrications.
Yes.
And smoke and mirrors.
Yep. But this, like I said, the dude that did the AI avatar, and maybe he will tweak it at some point or whatever, it was nowhere near this NVIDIA level. I mean, it wasn't, it was just that uncanny valley effect.
Fully. It was like that bad.
It honestly, it looked like AI slop content.
Kinda. But you know what it really looked like? Have you seen those like computer 3D renderings of human faces back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s? That's what it looked like. Dude, you're behind on the tech.
Yeah. Well, and it's like we're fighting a cat with the cords. If you're
Yeah.
wondering what the oddness is that's going on, there was no need for it, and this individual keeps wanting to do, more and more and more on this stuff, and it's like, no,
Yeah,
less is sometimes better, and especially if you've got a message. It's not always about the bells and the whistles.
Although, That is true. That is true. It's not all about the bells and whistles, but there's a certain type of people that will gravitate to that.
Well, and then when he gets those kind of people, he needs to shut up about complaining about his audience.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
that's what he's drawn to him.
Yes. Yes. And honestly, with that 3D face that he's got, no joke, with the right layout, I can see him becoming something that would be in like a video game, early 2000s video game.
You know
like
what it
one of that
reminded me
shit.
of?
Huh?
A video version, and it's of some of this that is so superficial. I started to go and that it would reveal who I'm talking about, and I decided not to. Superficial level information, period.
Yeah, it looked like something that a kid would pop up on their computer in like the future in an early 2000s film.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
But it wasn't.
That shit is surface level. It's like back at the tabloids.
Yeah. I'm not sure that the information today was not AI generated. Because it was very odd. Even the delivery on it and stuff was odd.
Right. Right. Which it is possible because they do have those programs where it can replicate people's voices.
Yeah.
They've been had that technology for a minute. So the likelihood of him doing that, yeah, it's a possibility. There's a YouTuber who has done that before. He had an AI version of himself, voice and all. And he was just pumping out content that way.
It's just that, no. I would rather have the real, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. And all of it was surface level news.
Yeah. And it's something that a lot of people, that's all they can handle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go out here and act like they're an expert on something, and it's like, you have no clue.
Right.
And that's where the weaponized autisms will eat their lunch, because these are the people that truly do know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ones that have been dot connecting for decades.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's freaky. I'm not, there's things about this age of Aquarius. We were promised flying cars. We were promised back in the Jetsons days, flying cars.
Yeah, but now we're getting other shit.
Yeah, that's
And
not
it's-
so fun.
Right. Before we get the fun stuff.
And it's like they do have the little, and they're the little robots that I was watching earlier today, that they were in China, that they're having I think it's where they're playing soccer or something like that, the little robots.
Uh-huh.
And I think that it triggers that mothering instinct in me, because child size.
Yeah.
So when they fall down or they glitch or whatever, it's like, oh, God love it, let me go and pick it up and, pat it. And it's a machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see how dangerous, if it goes into that toxic empathy with females, how dangerous that can be.
Tamagotchis.
Oh, God, Tamagotchis. I didn't have to pitch that thing in the trash.
But literally there were people that would that would work hard to keep their Tamagotchi alive. They would work hard.
It was an annoyance.
Yeah. But I'm saying, there are some people that did get emotionally attached to them.
That's crazy.
And so we see shit like this happening early on with the robotics, consumer grade robotics.
Well, I was reading something today, and they were talking about one of the problems since the COVID bullshit thing. They're having a lot of problems with absenteeism in public schools. Well, maybe that's because people have found out that the public schools are not doing their job.
Right.
And homeschooling has, and I would urge anybody that has small children to homeschool. It was just one of those that, to expose them to things that are not age appropriate in any way, to a lot of ideology that is deviant and harmful, that studies were done years ago
Yeah.
that showed that as far as children, if you expose them too early to sexually explicit material, it alters their brain. Now, this was known back in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are they doing? And it's just like, no. So it's just, but this thing with the kids not wanting to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be just that age group that's like, yeah, this is all bullshit. They can learn whatever they want to learn online, except for the socialization.
Yep, that's pretty much it. That's the reason a lot of them don't want to go. Because it's like, why do they need... And the way that they get taught some of these things, like math, is complete asinine now.
Well, and some of the schools are like battle zones.
Yeah, fully. They are like battle zones. And what kid would honestly want to go into that environment?
Right. And it was just like we had watched... What was the name of the video game that we watched Gab Smulders play last night?
Bogus Pinta.
Do you remember what it was? It was a Japanese video game. Let's see if I can find the name of it right quick. And basically, it was about that they were having a problem with people, and it's not just in Japan, that they don't want to go outside of their homes.
Yeah, the shut-ins.
And we think of shut-ins as being older people, that they can't get out and do different things like that. We have shut-ins that are young people.
Yeah.
And it's such a problem there in Japan that they had made a video game about it. It's called Don't Watch.
Yep. Don't watch the news. And that's basically what it was talking. At a certain point, you had to go through there and unplug a bunch of stuff on the, like, it was multiple TV screens that you had to unplug.
It was
while
cultural.
You also had to like free this other dude that was part of the thing or whatever.
Right. And a lot of it had to do with the cultural indoctrination. You have to be this way. You have to achieve this. You have to have this. Superficial stuff.
Yep.
And that's very damaging to young people's minds.
Yeah. Very
and so
damaging.
a lot of them have just removed themselves from society, period. And that is a lot of the chronically online people. Not, like I said, not just in Japan.
Right. It's all over the world.
But one of the creatures had all these eyes. And the video game is kind of... you had to stab the things. And I think it was like not wanting to be seen. Because there's a lot of people, especially with the autism, that they have a real problem with people looking at them.
I get that.
And I don't know, not everybody is looking at people in a judgmental way. But if you are chronically online, then you can get that attitude that everybody is judging everybody else. It's crazy.
Yeah. That is why there is a movement of people unplugging from this stuff.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like there is a real push for people, instead of going to college and getting some stupid degree. Now, there are some degrees that are not stupid, but you still have to take the indoctrination before you're even allowed to take the classes to do what you want to do.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
Go to trade school. Yeah.
It's
because we need carpenters and plumbers and people that actually do things.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
It's like Omega was talking to me today about plumbers, some of them in this area. And $300 an hour.
I was actually looking at the plumbing in our house in the bottom, and I'm like, you know what? It's really not that bad.
No.
It's just one big puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever played those puzzles with the pipes, that's what it is.
Yeah, I have, and I've actually gotten pretty good at that. I could do that.
Installing new plumbing is not bad. It's a matter of repairing existing plumbing that is just nasty.
That's the pain in the
It's
ass.
nasty.
Yeah.
When you're having to deal with sewer lines and different things like that, it's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the people that are willing to do that, that's why they can charge big bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. They can charge major money.
Yeah. And it's just, like I said, it's such an odd time. But be cautious, be observant and alert and discerning when you watch some of this content. That includes the news, or what they're calling the news.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that shit is manufactured.
On the
That's
news?
Operation Mockingbird, has been for years.
The news is propaganda.
A lot of it.
That is what Operation Mockingbird basically is.
Yep. That's why I figure that the Smith-Mundt Act has not been restored.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue screaming about it.
I don't think enough people know about that.
Well, I figure that it's planting seeds that people can go, let me go and look up what this did. Because some will. And then that can be one more voice added.
Yep.
Everybody's having the paranormal. Everybody be having the supernatural. Yeah.
Spooky.
Welcome to the age of Aquarius.
I swear that... Does it seem like the veil is thinner? Like
Yes.
thin?
Yes, that was prophesied also.
Ooh.
Do you want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
Yeah, you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda COCWS. Thank you all for joining us, and have a good.
You can join me in posting about Restore the Smith-Mundt Act.
Return the slab.
Oh, know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.